Was there ever a time that you wanted to turn back and go home?
Yeah, there were. Um, I got offered to direct like 2 feature films before Compound Fracture, and they both fell through, and it was just like such a heartbreaking experience to get it all the way to where they even wrote me a check. And I had a check in my hand. I went to the bank, and it bounced. And then the person disappeared. This happened twice. In fact, one time I actually was at the bank with the person while it bounced. And I got so upset with this person. This was like maybe 4 or 5 years ago. I just let him have it. I lost it. I like snapped. Everything that I had had difficulties with up to that point culminated into this moment, and I just snapped on this guy. I feel bad now, but I was like a 25 or 26-year-old kid, and I made this 40-some-year-old gentleman cry in the bank. And I felt a certain victory because I actually told him what he needed to hear, but at the same time I felt a little bit bad about that because I had reached a point where whatever it was that was going on pushed me to the point where I was doing that. And I felt like maybe this business ain't for me. I don't know if I want to become a person that can do this kind of a thing. And I felt bad about it for a while. But then I realized that, and I look back on it and I'm like, man, that guy really screwed me though. I spent so much time and I asked so many people favors to get this guy's movie made, and I was going to direct it, and it fell through and everybody got screwed. It sucked. I felt really bad about it. So the guy did kind of deserve it. And as much as I feel bad about that, and I've kind of like morally felt a little bit, you know, regretful that I said some of the things I said to that guy, I learned from that experience, and I think I understood that it's going to be hard, if not impossible, to get what you want out of this business unless you really have the ability to push through those moments. When it's the hardest thing for you in the world and you feel like just crushed, if you can push past that, I think you have what it takes to stay in this industry. I've had friends that have fallen off, and I don't blame one bit. I feel like I kind of wish I did fall off at one point because I've had to go through some pretty intense experiences in my life as a result of choosing this career path. But you know, then you look at it like, well, at least I'm doing what I love, and I'm safe. You know, I have a lot of friends that are in the military, and they have to do things that threaten their life every day, but they still do it. And if those guys can do it, and in their heart they're willing to put forth that kind of effort, you know, my problems in my life are so minuscule compared to that, and I can't even compare it. And it's just like, you know, you start to think about things like that, and you're like, well, of course I'm going to keep going. Why not? Do you know what I mean? It's just like everybody, like, there's always somebody else out there that's got it a lot worse than you do. So you just got to remember that.